So I pretty much done skiing for the year, I believe. And it's time to put the skis to bed for the summer. And I thought I would just run through my process for taking care of that. The bases will dry out if they're not covered with wax. And so putting a soft wax on over the summer months will help keep your bases in good shape, keep them from drying out. And then come snow, you'll be ready to scrape them down, put on the wax of the day, and hit the slopes. So these are my E88s, and they're a little beat up, and I'm gonna just kind of prep them for the summer wax. So I'm taking a little Scotch-Brite here just to clean the bases off a little bit. See what I'm working with. And I'm going to start by looking at the edges, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on these, but I am going to hit them on the base. I don't usually sharpen my bases during the season. I sharpen the edges, but I'm going to hit the bases quickly here with number 2 Swix second cut file, just to take down anything I might have there and give them a little better shape. Just gonna hit the edges first with a gummy stone in case I have any little work hardened spots. There's one right there, just to get those burrs off before I hit them with the file. Keep my file from wearing out too quickly. I like to put the date on my file when I buy them, so I know how long they've been kicking around my shop. So I always work tip to tail with the files. And this is a 1 degree base bevel file. Beast from Tognar Toolworks. And I'm looking to see that the file is oriented in the correct direction. Do fairly long, kind of overlapping strokes. Ooh, that's the spot right there. And what I do is I start with the file in fairly far in the base bevel guide, and then each stroke I pull it back slightly this way. That way all the crumbs and curls from the filing work their way out rather than into the base of the ski. Now for my second pass, I flipped the file over, so all the little crumbs are on the top of the file. And again, I'm going to start with the file inserted into the tool this way, using mostly a downward pressure here, making sure I keep it firmly on the file guide. Let's do that one more time. Not too bad, except for that one little spot there. A lot of it is in the feel here. So now that I've done that, I like to use this brush here just to get those little shavings. I'm sure you can't see them, but there's some little shavings of metal on there on the file. Brush them off the ski. I don't want to work those file shavings into the base at all if I can avoid it. And that's the base. Now I'm going to flip it onto the edge here, and these particular skis have a 2 degree base bevel, edge bevel. So I'm going to go to my 2 degree, this is called 92, but I call it 2, Pro Edge Guide. And this particular stone has a coarse and a fine side. So I'm going to start with the coarse side. and clamp it on there. I've got it oriented longitudinally here. And be sure to give it a little spritz with some water for lubrication. And with the stone here, it's okay to go in both directions. In my opinion, the sharpest part of your edges need to be right underfoot. So I always try and concentrate my sharpening underfoot. And just lifting it slightly as I come to the end of each stroke. And then setting it back down. And I can tell right away that the stone is running very smoothly over here, so it doesn't need much. I'm going to flip it back over to the fine side. If you're feeling dragging at all as you're going over, you know that it's cutting, working. Now this fine side is really just a polishing the edge. I'm looking for kind of a mirror shine to come out here. Oops. Good. Now I'll do that. Wipe it off with a rag here, get the moisture and crud off of there. And then I'm just going to hit it once with the gummy stone, just to take off. There's probably a little burr on there. I used my thumbnail to kind of check for sharpness. It's pretty good. Take that little burr off, and I'll check back in with you after I do the other edge.